Have you ever wondered how a ruler's power can be seen as, well, divine? We're going to trace a line from the very beginning of the universe, from the cosmos itself, all the way down to the founding of a sacred dynasty. We're diving deep into the powerful oral traditions that connect the heavens to the very first king of Tonga.
It's a question that echoes through all of human history, right? Where does a ruler's authority actually come from? Well, in ancient Polynesian cosmology, the answer isn't some metaphor. It's a literal, sacred family tree. So how does a mortal king become a bridge to the divine? The answer, it turns out, is woven into the very structure of the cosmos. So to understand the king, we first have to understand the universe he lives in. And in these traditions, the cosmos is held in this perfect, delicate balance by three great divine lineages. Think of them like three cosmic pillars holding everything up: the sky, the earth, and the spirit world. And what you get is this incredible, complete vision of the universe. You've got the Tangaloa lineage, who are the masters of the sky and the source of all chiefly authority. Then there's the Maui line. These are the great heroes representing human cleverness and innovation. And finally, you have Hikuleo, the guardian of the spirit world, Pulo too. See? It's not just a random list of gods. It's a perfectly balanced cosmic system where everything has its place.
Now for our story, we're going to zero in on that top line, Tangaloa. This is the lineage that creates that sacred bridge from the divine sky realm straight down into the world of humanity. It's the theological bedrock for the whole idea of kingship. All right, so let's follow this family tree down from the heavens. It all starts with Tangaloa Eki, the high celestial one. From him, the lineage flows down through the builder and the messenger until we get to the final, most crucial figure for our story, Tangaloa Etumapu'a. Now, you're going to want to remember that name. He is the divine father of Tonga's very first sacred king.
And this is where it gets really interesting. The entire connection hinges on a single, powerful word with a double meaning, langi. In Tonga, it means sky, the divine realm of the gods. But, and this is the key, in this specific tradition, langi also refers to a real, physical place, the sacred islands of Manu'a and Samoa. This one word is the link that ties it all together.
So when the story says the king's father, our guy Tangaloa Etumapu'a, descended from Langi, it means he came from both the heavens and the sacred chiefly line of Manu'a in Samoa. This incredible double meaning forges an unbreakable, sacred bond between these two great royal houses.
And all of this leads us right to the central figure in our story, a man named Ahoetu. He is the person who literally embodies this fusion of the sky and the earth, the divine and the mortal, and his story, wow, it is one heck of a powerful drama.
So Ahoetu was born to a divine father, Tangaloa Etumapu'a, and a mortal woman from Tonga. He felt this pull, this drive to know his father's side of the family. So he goes on this unbelievable journey, climbing a great tree from the earth all the way up into the sky realm of Langi to finally meet him.
But it is not a happy family reunion. Up in the sky realm, he meets his divine half-brothers, and they are just consumed by jealousy of this half-mortal sibling. So they do the unthinkable. They murder him, and then they devour him.
But this is not the end of the story. No way. His father, Tangaloa, finds out about this horrific betrayal. He forces the brothers to give back the pieces of Ahoetu they consumed, and using his divine power, he performs the ultimate miracle. He pieces his son back together and breathes life into him, making him whole again.
I mean, think about that journey. It completely transforms him. He's born of two worlds, he journeys to the divine realm, he goes through this ultimate trial by death, and he's literally reborn through his father's godly power. So when he returns to Earth, he isn't just a man anymore. He is the First Tui Tonga, the secret king.
And that is the whole point of his story, right? His very existence represents the fusion of the sky god's authority with the land of Tonga. He becomes the living, breathing embodiment of that divine contract, the sacred foundation for the entire dynasty that follows.
So Ahoetu's story doesn't just establish the Tongan crown. It's actually bigger than that. It deepens and formalizes this incredible ancestral connection between the royal lines of Tonga and Samoa, showing that they both spring from the very same divine source. And it's so important to remember that Manu'a in Samoa was already an ancient and deeply revered center of chiefly power. The Tui Manu'a line had its own profound, ancient connection to the Tangaloa lineage, an authority that actually predates the founding of the Tui Tonga.
And you can really see it when you put the two royal lines side by side.
The Tui Manu'a of Samoa holds this ancient, preceding authority, while the Tui Tonga was founded through Ahuitu's incredible story. But look at that connection at the bottom. That's what matters. Both of these great dynasties trace their sacred right to rule directly back to the sky god Tangaloa. It's an intertwined, divine origin story.
So you might be wondering, why do these really complex genealogies passed down for generations just by word of mouth hold on for so long? What gives them such enduring power? Well, it's because they are so much more than just simple family trees.
These stories are basically cultural blueprints. They lay out an entire worldview, explaining how the cosmos is structured. They legitimize the right to govern by tying it directly to the gods. And, so crucially, they preserve a shared memory, a shared identity that defines the sacred relationships between different islands and different peoples.
And thinking about it this way gives us a really profound way to see the world. In this view, the vast Pacific Ocean isn't some empty void that separates people. No, it's the very thing that connects these sacred homelands. It's a great blue continent, a waterway that links a family of nations who all share a divine ancestry.
And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. The story of Ahuetu is such a powerful reminder that these foundational narratives are what legitimize authority and shape our identity. It really makes you wonder, what are the origin stories, the sacred genealogies, whether they're real or symbolic, that define power and shape the world that you live in today?